everyone, I'm Fanjing from Xinhua News Agency, and right now what you are seeing is the prairie of Maqu. Maqu Prairie is located in the Maqu County of Gannan Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture of Northwest China's Gansu Province. The elevation here is about 3,500 meters above sea. So you can see that the grassland here is the pasture on the plateau. Right now it is mid-summer around China, but here, the weather here is very cool and very comfortable. Maqu County has been dubbed the home or horse racing by the National Sports Bureau and the Chinese Equestrian Association, and has hosted the Gansu Horse Racing Festival for the past 10 years. So today, I will take you to enjoy their horse racing festival. And right now, what you are seeing is the colorful prayers. Because most of the population here are Tibetan people, they believe in Tibetan Buddhism. So, and they worshipped these prayers, and they would erect these prayers just to have a good fortune. This year's Gansu Horse Racing Festival attracted altogether 634 horses from 6 provinces and autonomous regions, including Gansu, Qinghai, and Anhui. They gathered on the prairie for a festival of speed and competition. And meanwhile, it is also a big event to celebrate their cultural identity and getting together with old friends. So right now you can see there are hundreds of camps, and they come from the nearby provinces and come to watch or take part in the horse racing. And meanwhile, thousands of spectators attend to watch young herders from Tibet, farmers from Gansu, as well as professional teams take part in the 5-day event, which is as much about racing as it is about celebrating cultural identity and a big gathering here. The horse racing festival will last 5 days. And this year, the 5-day event has seen the largest number of horses than ever before, and has added several new items, including a 6-kilometer professional competition with a bonus that has increased by 200,000 yuan. That is about $300 US. The Gansu Horse Racing Festival has been held in Maqu since 2004, with the goal of promoting local culture and sports. The Similing unending grassland and captivating landscape of Maqu Prairie is often a serene and tranquil affair, interrupted by occasional birds' call and the whistle of wind. However, as the summer goes to its end every year, the silence here is broken by the turbulence rumble of thunder, and the ground is vibrating as hundreds of horses take part in the Gansu horse racing. So everyone, hello everyone, I'm Fan Jing from Xinhua News Agency, and right now I am on the Maqu Prairie. The elevation here is about 3,500 meters above sea. And since last night, my colleague and I try to get used to this thing here, and my head still feel a little bit dizzy. So please give me if I cannot speak very fluently. And Maqu Prairie is a very important place because it is regarded as the birthplace of the Hequ horses, and Hequ horses is one important part of Tibetan people, and it is the 11th year for this prairie to hold such kind of horse racing. It attracted this year altogether 634 horses, and also tens of thousands Tibetan people. And it is also a very important event for the Tibetan people get together here. And that's the reason you can see that I'm wearing Tibetan costume. It is a very traditional costume used in the autumn or winter, and probably the most attractive one is this belt. You can see that this belt is actually worth of 30,000 yuan. That is about 500,000 US dollars, and it is made of silver. You can see, and these three precious stones are actually corals. It is a kind of jewelry usually offered by bride when they get married. So in the following time, you will see spectacular horsemanship performance as well as the horse racing. So please stay with us. Okay, behind me, this horseman will perform horsemanship after a while. And here I'd like to interview the head of this team. Could you please introduce yourself? 你能介绍一下自己吗？
好，我是四川阿坝州红岩县人。我从事马术已经是54年了。
哇哦！
哦，我就是从17岁就开始。
哇哦 ，OK，
现在呢一直都在搞。我们这支马术队呢，组建以来已经是32年了。
Okay, thank you. This old man introduced himself. He has engaged in horsemanship for already 54 years. He has engaged in the horsemanship since he was 17 years old. And right now, this team has a history of 32 years. Okay, so what will you perform for us in this competition after a while? 一会儿你们将要表演什么呢？
主要表演马术技巧动作，这就是藏族传统已经有1000多年历史的这个节目。从整个我们全队来讲，目前有44种动作，但是由于时间关系呢，主要表演11个动作。
Okay. This head told us that after a while, he and his team will perform altogether 11 actions for us, actions of horsemanship. All of these actions are actually have a history of more than 1,000 years. And actually, they can perform altogether 44 actions, but just for time limited, and so they have to, perform 11. So we hope you can stay with us and to watch their wonderful performance after a while. OK， 谢谢你，希望你们的演出能够成功。
好，感谢。
Thank you。
感谢。
Okay, right now you are seeing that this horsemanship team is preparing for its horsemanship performance. They've already started, and we can see they ride very fast, and they can make several actions on the horseback. Okay, here we can see that the sky is very blue and the air here is very, very clean because we are right now at the elevation of 3,500 meters high, and it is really a challenge for both horse riders and horses because the air here is a little bit thin, and you have to motivate more strength to do some violent actions here. Okay, our drone give us a very, very special view on this horsemanship performance here. And we can also see there are several drones flying in the air because a lot of television stations, they come here to report this big event on the prairie. Okay, right now you are seeing is our GoPro. Our GoPro give us another angle about the horsemanship performance. Okay, we can see that performer has put himself upside down on the horseback. Okay, after after this performance, we will go to another field that is the real horse racing. Okay, right now we can see that the first batch has already prepared to set off. Okay, if you have a close look at these riders, you will find that on the horseback there's no saddles at all, because they are the horsemen. They are not professional competitors. You know, they carried their horses by trucks from the faraway place, and then attend this competition, and. You can see that this is a competition of 2,000 kilometer horse racing, and there are altogether about 8 items, and the most attractive item would be on the 5th day, that is 10,000 kilometer horse racing. It is really a great challenge for both riders and horses, because it is on the plateau at the elevation of about 3,500 meters above sea. And this is our drone. Our drone is flying on the field, and but our drone cannot fly very low, because it is said that the sonic sound of our drone might surprise or shock the horses. Okay, there are altogether about 10,000 people come here to attend this big event. Most of them are Tibetan people. And also, those contestants are mostly the herdsmen on the prairie. Okay, Tibetan yak is a very important economic livestock of Tibetan people. You can see that the yak is very large, and the yak you are now seeing is a young one. The fur of this yak can be used as a clothing, and the meat of yak is very important food for Tibetan people. And usually, they would have this Tibetan yak to graze on the grassland freely, so that the Tibetan yak meat and the quality of this livestock are very, very good. And right now, Maqu grassland is also regarded one of the best grasslands in China. So hello everyone, I'm Fan Jing from Xinhua News Agency, and I'm now on the Maqu grassland in northwestern China's Gansu province, and the elevation here is about 3,500 meters high. The air here is quite thin, but we can see that weather here is very clean and clear, and you can feel a little bit dizzy if you are here. And it is a very important event, important gathering right now of Tibetan people living around the grassland. They come here every year for once, just for for the horse racing, to select the best livelihood, things like that. The event will last for about 5 days.